Okay, so continuing with the update of Create API v2. Um, I have no idea what this is. Just pick this up. Deprecation error. Original keyword kind has been deprecated. Original keyword kind. Um, original. What is this? Um, this workspace. It doesn't change anything. Come on. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I updated Typescript, but I didn't update anything else. uh, dash D. I want to update ESLint and let's do these two, I guess. Let's upgrade as well. ESLint. All the ESLint related things. Can I do E? Um, should have done this in VS Code. Kind of would have been easier to edit. Wonder if that updated them or not. I don't think so. I think I should have just like specified the latest. Okay, yeah, that worked. No. Ah, come on. Okay, let's open a new one. Hmm. I should override the versions, I guess. This should work, please. Wrap branded unknown is okay. Yeah, that's what I had here. For this entire file. Yeah, I don't care about that right now. Anyhow, that's a good take that I have things that I'm not using. The problem is in tests, I sometimes have like variables or types, variables that are just for testing like types, and that may cause issues. What happens if I don't remove this, for example? Yeah, see, tests is of type, and I'm doing type tests here, so it's totally fine for us to. And I'm trying like, yeah, I'm doing like some TypeScript tests, and I think that's the only reason why. Um, yeah, it's all TypeScript tests, so that should be fine. Um, I don't like escaping rules, but in this case, it makes sense. Okay, so that out of the way, just quit could commit maybe. Um, Okay. Does this translate TypeScript? Yeah, it does. Okay. I misclicked that. Yes, mistyped. Okay, I don't remember exactly where I was in this, so I'll have to pick up. Why does it say that I need? Maybe I have something incomplete up here. Um, extends. What is this? Args. Oh yeah, maybe this thing is the problem, right? Yeah, that's the main issue. Uh, yeah, let's just export this, guys, so that it stops complaining. Args is defined and never used. Oh my god, how annoying. Okay, I'll just do args like this. This is just um. So it would be nice if we had like type tests for this. So we kind of do TDD, so we know what it has to return, and then the inside of this most likely is going to be the same as the inside of the original one. Because the only thing that we want to cover here is like the type layer. Maybe not, because we'll have different parameters, but they're gonna be similar. So I think the changes should be minimal to the implementation. Um, okay, this should be or, right? These all should be or. Why is there an or here? Huh, that's weird. Yeah, I don't know why this declared it to be an or. Mm, just probably do that, or let me think. We want the arguments to be base URI client. We can pass for models, right? But that's optional. Um, the thing is, on is gonna merge them. How can we do this? Because this is possible. So I actually should probably have repeated types for this at some point. Because like it could be like base URI and client are always gonna be there, but then we can also have models or custom calls, and they're independent. But they can also exist. Um, what I'm saying is that they can be optional. But if I do that, if I do them optional, so I think for sure, we need models. Um, we need to repeat that signature for models. Um, base URI client and models, right? Um, and then we can have custom calls as something optional. Um, I'm a bit afraid of the optional thing to be something that breaks inference. No, just put it here. Uh, I think if we do, oh, I messed up. Too many parentheses, but that's fine. Oh. Then we have models. Did I models? Yeah, the models is here. This should be or, right? It's like one or the other. So I think overall, these might cover all the cases, right? I want to check on. This has too many things. Implementation, we don't care about the implementation. So create API, unknown. So the trick here was that API service had like different ways of being resolved based on the generic T models in this case. We ditched that T models, so probably might want to see. So this has like either entity model and extra filters or entity model, extra filters, and create model object. I don't understand why this is required. Well, it's optional because it's an OR. So it kind of becomes optional, so that's fine. That's fine. The thing is, if you include an entity model, then means that you have to include extra filters is optional for sure. But if you include the entity model, why is create model not optional? Okay, that's something that seems to work from before, and I'm not gonna question it right now. I definitely think that create is optional. So we should never them all, right? If it's never, I guess that's fine, right? Never is kind of scary because if things are never, these are all potentially never because both custom calls for one is optional and models only exists in one of the branches of our arguments. Hmm. The thing is that there's nothing that actually tells apart from one thing or the other. Let's see. I care about type of. Hmm. So what if I don't pass anything? How annoying. I think I wanted to just a return. Okay. So models doesn't show up, right? That's sort of unfortunate because it's like in the union. And how do I make it show up? Should I make it optional instead? What if could we do that? So now models shows up. So I could potentially be something. Um, okay, client. Yeah, we could probably go to wherever we have stuff, which is in create API test. Um, so I'll end up swapping create API um, with create API v2, but not just not yet, I guess. Um, yeah. What do I want to test? Mm, actually, I don't know it just yet. I just want to test out various things. Nothing defined. Um, wait. We have to import it. Okay. So we have AZRI, just test, mocked Axios. Um, let's do models and see whether we can do entity and see if we can do something entity shape. Wonder. Okay, so this works. I just need to see if the inference is working. Um, okay, we do have T entities, so that's being caught. We have all the other nevers, so that's good. Um, and now we kind of have like a good starting point for inferring at least the built-in methods. Um, so if you pass any, we already know that. Um, we could actually default. That would be a nice thing to do. Tcreate could actually be defaulted to um, the T entity with the read-only brand. I mean, whatever it's actually being inferred right now. It's just like it would be nice if that would be the default, and otherwise it would be never. um, so I think that would be a good. That could be a nice to have. I'll just do to do. Um, um, what is erroring though? Why is my name there? Oh, come on. I just want errors. I don't want this. Okay, is assigned but never used. Oh, this is very annoying. I think I am going to disable that for the whole project. Um, this. they'll fail, but okay. Hope that's. I'd say probably warn might be fine. We already have warnings anyway. But it's annoying. It's too off. Let's remove that as well. Actually, let me just look for it so that I just removed it. Because I have it so many places already. It's not like. See, it's all TypeScript tests. Oh my god. Um, good. Let's save everything. They're still yellow. I don't know why. Why are they yellow? Just because of those? Right. Maybe it's just that because I changed them as the key status rather than the error. Good. This is killing me. Okay, let's not get distracted. So I wonder how. So this is good. We got infrasite in entity. You could probably do it with create and t filters. I just don't want that right now. What I would be focusing on is getting the right output from the create API, which would be like this API service. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna reuse that or not. API service takes, yeah, the resultant thing has two components. It has like the bare API service, which is the one that I'm interested right now. I'll work on the custom service calls later because I think that's a different topic, different um, approach at least. API calls. Okay, so this looked good for me. So this pretty much validates that if you pass, that you can't just pass. That's already a thing, right? Entity is required, whereas extra filters and create are not. So why would I need this? If you include models, entity should be present in shape, but that's already a thing, right? So if I try, if we do like um, a TS test for this, that would be nice. It create a TS cannot pass models without entity. This is kind of straightforward, I think. So it should be sort of like the same. And if we don't pass entity, for example, we just say you should entity is missing. Okay, that's fine. Um, but I wanted to see if create could be. No, we don't care. It's just like that. Yeah. So let's mark this as a TS expect error. Entity should be present for create API within models field. Let's do that. So that's weird. I don't remember why I needed to do this. Maybe because of all the overload complication. So this this is just like my message. Whereas if I didn't do this, this straight away would tell me, yo, entity is missing. So better UX. Um. Okay, so that's the models placeholder. I don't think I care. Hmm. Okay. T models. I just want to see if I said that I wanted to reuse these because it looks not that bad. And it even already checks for never, which could be the case in our. I mean, we defaulted them to never, right? So we would be able to check for never. Get inferred without read-only brands. Um, well, this is the type that I was talking about to default the create. Hmm. You would actually right. It does. Sorry, this is the one. This is one of the latest changes I did because there was like issues with create models with read-only fields being inferred badly. We didn't used to have this in place. Okay, so I'll try to use this Bear API service. So what we knew base API calls. So I think this is a good one to start with, so that we ignore this for the time being. Let's go for Bear API service and T models we probably can construct on our own. Um, so let's say this. T model is gonna be a thing. T model is gonna be entity, T entity, create, T create. Actually, I just pass it like fully, right? Extra filters, T extra filters. This should be fine. Okay. Zoom. This is ridiculous, but let's do this. Mm, I just want to see whether this works as expected or not. If this does it, I think we already have like half the work done. Um, could keep on going here. Interesting. Let's see. Oh, we do have that. Okay. So that's inferred. We do have create call, upsert call. Actually, that looks good. Let's see what the type of that is. The return. Uh, type of API. Let's do. Yeah, maybe create. If create works, then I'd probably assume the rest is good as well. I'll just do like very surface tests on this API v2, and then my idea is to just reference it here as create API and see what happens. So I'll just do a dump const create API equals create API v2 and just comment the create API, and that would like think that would just replace everywhere. Um, so that would gives us good coverage on the TypeScript on the type layer if that's fine. Um, Actually, why don't I do it now? What am I missing? If this is only testing create API, we should be fine, right? Because uh, custom calls is in another file, so that's great. I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be broken. Ah, those how many errors do we have? 7. That's not many. Ah, interesting. So this doesn't have list, retrieve, update, create. Maybe because what am I doing? But that's fine. Oh. It only exposes retrieve, list, update. If any is passed, no custom calls. Wow, this is like the other way around. Create API. Entity type of entities ultra shape. Hmm. I'm a bit confused. Wow, so it doesn't have the. Wait, it has them. What is going on here? So the problem might be. So this if we did the implementation, this would probably pass in the runtime, but not in the type layer. So I'm assuming the generic here is doing something weird. Create API. Return the type of create API is expected return is only client access like, which is weird. No, that's fine. Let's see. Entity, create. So bare API service with just an entity, it should work, right? Why is it not? Okay, yeah, let's not do that. I think this is already broken. Um, right, this is broken actually because the what we need to do. One sec. Let's get back. It's actually past this, right? Type of entity is odd shape. Wow, that was a broken type. What was it expecting? Because it was entity model. Yeah, that's true. It used to be an object. I was like inferring like the whole T models in the in the create API signature. So that's the create API signature generic. So yeah, that makes that makes sense. Uh right. Yeah, this not there yet. We can add it though. But my idea for this is something else. So I'd rather just what could we do? I could mark it as a to do. I'll ignore it for the time being. I think that there's other things. Unused TS should not expose any of these methods. Why? Should not show up any built-in methods if there's no models passed. Interesting. So models was not passed. So the built-in methods shouldn't be there, right? Oh, this still exposes the things. Okay, that is bad. Maybe because it's inferring everything as never. It's all never, never undefined, undefined, defined. So, but if entity is never, then there shouldn't be API services. Let's see. Maybe this is broken. Because I thought it was checking for never. Oh, it's not checking for never? Ah, come on. Where did I see that this was checking for never? Wow, I think I messed up. Maybe I was looking at something else. Oh, with create model call. Okay, I'm gonna take a couple of minutes and get back to this. Oh my god, I'm gonna stop this.